What's up, guys?
Jaland, what's your reaction to being picked 7th in the ACC?
Not a good feeling, but like Coach said, is we can feel one way about it, but we're gonna go do something about that. We're gonna show the country why we're one of the best teams in the country. But grateful that for the program, it's the best it's been in the last couple of years. So grateful for that, but it's still fuel to the fire.
Damien said when he first got here, you guys talked a little bit about what it felt like to be left out of the NCAA tournament last year. How much do you guys still think about that, and or do you try to flush it and move on?
I mean, I hope guys think about it a lot. I mean, it's not going to be on the front of our minds or anything like that, but it's something that just is also like fuel for you. Like, you don't want to have that feeling again. I'm a guy. I'm a kid who watched college basketball growing up, watching a tournament. Like, I want to play in that, and to not be able to pick in that when I thought we were very deserving, it hurts. So we're going to use that as fuel for sure, because you don't want to feel that feeling again.
Jaland, you've had a year to prepare after going through a year of college. What was different in your preparation, and how do you feel like your game has evolved?
I just feel more comfortable out there. My guys and my coaches have put me in a position where I know what I need to do to help this team in order to win. So I just feel more comfortable overall, just where my game is at, how I'm supposed to fit on the floor, how I'm supposed to impact winning.
How has your leadership skills evolved over the past year now that Blake is gone?
I mean, I hope, you got to ask the other guys, I hope it's been a little bit better. Try to be more vocal, try to be more active with the guys. Just be more interactive with everybody and try and pick up where Blake left off, where Bub left off a little bit. So, those are two guys that we miss a lot that held a heavy presence for us. But, me and Ish have tried and carry that torch now to be able to lead our guys, and that's one aspect I've been trying to work on this whole summer.
Yeah, obviously, last year you had a big second half of the season, but were you ever like 100% healthy, and now are you?
I am now. Last season, it probably took me about 75% way through the season to feel pretty good, but I was good enough coming back from Christmas break. All I needed was to go see my family real quick, get my dad on me real quick, and somehow my body started feeling better.
Jaland, you saw last year with Ish coming in. How has Damien kind of fit in, and what's he going to bring, you feel, to this team?
Man, Damien's a hard-nosed guy, plays both sides of the ball. I'm super excited for everybody to see him this year, just for him to rock out, because he can do it all. He passes the ball at a high level. He's a lot bigger than other guards. He can see over other guards. He can guard basically 1 through 4 on any given night, just how strong he is. And he can handle the ball, he can pass, he can shoot at a high level. So, that's a guy that we're going to rely on a lot this season, and he's going to help us a lot for sure.
There's a lot of responsibility on you and your shoulders, not only just to score because the two other guys are gone, but to actually make sure that the culture is right here. Is that a lot of, do you welcome that responsibility?
Yeah, for sure, but I don't think it's too hard just because of the guys that coach has put around us. Like somebody asked me the other day, like, is the locker room any different? I don't think so. It's still hilarious. Everybody's smiling, jumping around, dancing in the locker room every day. Like, it's just a bunch of guys who just love being around each other. So it doesn't make our jobs too hard. We just got to worry about that basketball court, really, because off the court, it's just a bunch of kids just hanging out all the time, having fun. On that court, it's just, it's game time. Some of these guys don't understand what we felt last season. Some guys are coming from different teams, so we're trying to mesh well on the court together, and I think we've been doing a pretty good job of that.
You and Bub weren't 5 stars, and neither was Biba. Do you kind of see yourself, like, how he's competing as a freshman right now, like that was you a year ago?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Coach does a great job of recruiting guys just recruiting in general, but to get a guy like Biba who's hard-nosed, gritty, can score, it helps a lot because, we're overlooked, and to be overlooked isn't a good feeling. So Coach did a good job of getting Biba, so he's going to come out here and prove why he shouldn't have been overlooked, and we need a guy like that.
How well do you guys as the guards, like you, Damien, Biba, Ish, how well do you guys think you meshed together or have come together kind of throughout the offseason?
I think we meshed together really well. All our games bounce off each other. Like, it's just a whole different aspects. We all bring a different kind of swag to the table, and that's what we need. And we all know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and we're to put each other in situations like that. So I say we're doing a pretty good job, and we feel comfortable with each other.
We saw you on the court today with Cam and Guillermo at the same time. Didn't see a lot of Guillermo with another big last year. What benefits does that, pose to you when you're the point guard running the offense, when you have two, bigs at the same time?
It helps a lot. It benefits me and our team in a huge way, because Guillermo probably one of the best shooters I know. And then you got a guy like Cam who can stretch the floor also, but having two big guys like that on the court at any given time just helps with our overall defense, offense, and however way we need it. So, having G at the 4 definitely gives us a good look, a new look, and we're happy with it. I'm enjoying it.
How do you think Ish has improved this offseason? What have you seen from him that's been surprising, I guess?
Improvement, his leadership. His leadership has grown a lot. He was more of a just go out there and show guys type of guy last year. This year he's a little bit more vocal. So love that. And then his game has just grown overall. He's still the same downhill guy that can get a bucket anytime, but his shot's gone a lot better. You gotta step up on him. He'll shoot shots off the dribble, and then same thing defensive wise. He's one of those guys that you don't want to go against on every night or every day in practice, because he's going to get after you. So his game has evolved, and that's just a testimony to his work.
I think Coach Capel said over the summer that you knew Cam before he got to college. I think you guys grew up around each other. How's he different? What was he like when you first met him?
So me and Cam played on the same AAU team with the Houston Hoops when I was 16. He was playing. I played up on 17. So he was on that team. He's still the same guy. He's still quiet but funny, and he'll be loud when he needs to, but he's the same guy that I was with in high school. And to be back connected with him and feel like you've had a connection with a guy like that and played with somebody before we got here, it brings a lot of comfortability, and that shows on the court a lot, because we can get on each other about certain things. Like, I yelled at him the other day in practice, and I said, bro, like, this is what you came here for. You told me this is what you want to come here for, so go do it. And it's that comfortable sense where you can talk to a guy like that because you're comfortable with each other, you know how to talk to each other and things like that. So I'm really happy Cam's here, and it's going to be a great look for us this year.
I'm curious about your layup style, where you sort of carry the ball like it's a food on a tray and just sort of lift it. Where did that come from? How long have you been doing it that way?
Probably my whole life, being a little lefty guard, gotta finish a layup somehow. My dad and my godfather kind of just worked out with me, and I guess that's just something I've carried over through my whole basketball career.
Yeah, I've never seen you get it blocked though.
Oh no, I've gotten it blocked a couple times. Definitely in practice, the guys are catching on a little bit more, but yeah, it's something that I work on a lot, so I pull it out when I need to.
We just talked to Papa, and he seems like a very interesting person. What's it been like to just kind of watch his journey back to health?
I'm so happy for Pop. I didn't know how his injury would affect him mentally, and he came every day to the facility with a smile on his face and attacked that injury head on. I'm so happy for that guy, and I'm so happy that he's back out on this court enjoying every second of it. And I had to welcome back Pop by talking some smack to him first week back into practice, and I love it, because that guy's a hard-nosed competitor. He's going to go out there and give it his all every single night, and he's going to come out after the game with a smile on his face, all bubbly afterwards. So, I'm happy for that guy.
What impact does that type of attitude have on a team?
It rubs off, because it's like, if you could see another guy going through adversity and he's still here every day with a smile on his face, that tells you a lot just about who he is, how this team is supposed to look like, just the culture of everything. So, being able to see a guy like that go through an injury like that and still keep a smile on his face, it means everything.
When you guys knew that Bubba was going to the NBA draft and Blake was moving on, did Coach sit down with you guys, you and Ish maybe, and say, this is your team now?
Nah, not really. He was just like, he kind of just said, like, y'all know what to do. I trust y'all. Y'all go handle it. Because not much has to be said to me and Ish, because I think we're two pretty smart guys and we understand what is going on and what happened. So knowing that those guys left, we knew we had to pick it up more. And he hasn't been hard pressed or had to say anything too much about it. We just kind of figure it out and just go from there.
Bob's got his NBA debut coming up this next week. I think it's on Thursday.
Yeah.
Do you guys plan to go or watch it together here?
I wanted to, but I don't know if we'll be able to catch it. We've looked at their schedule. We had a FaceTime call where it was like me, Zach, Bub, and Marlon, and we went through their whole schedule. And we're gonna try and find a way to get to a game this year, but it's gonna be a little tough. But we're definitely gonna try and get to one for sure.
What's it like to see him, Justin, and Mogi now all in the Wizards?
That's super exciting. That's crazy to have 3 Pitt guys on the same team. But I mean, it's just cool to watch. You know, guys that you've been around that come here and show their face every now and then. It's just super cool because they're living out their dreams, but they're all still on the same team. So it's just super cool.
How would you grade? I think Blake was singing a song in front of the arena the other night. What's the grade on that?
I give it an A+ because that was a great song choice. Taylor Swift, I love it, Blake.
Are there any games you're looking forward to this season, either non-conference or ACC, that you got highlighted on your calendar?
Every single game, every single one, we're going to play like it's a championship game because nobody really gave us the credit they did last year. So we got to go prove it every single night.